diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way. I am still sharing. Good afternoon as I watch my friends go down. You know, I do not find mental illness funny. Period. And the fact that we're making fun of our own president, you know, here's the thing: when you put somebody down because they're going through something, that just makes you a bully. It doesn't matter the situation. There's no justified reason for putting somebody else down to make you feel better or to help you prove your point, period. Okay. This is very, very important for people in addiction. Okay. We cannot get caught up in this bullshit. You get caught up in this bullshit and you're going to find yourself on a road that is just crap, man. You will. Okay. Hi, Ingrid. Run, 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 run to the pharmacy. Right? Using somebody else to make you feel better. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you some things. Okay. Just real quick. Okay. We are not like normal people. When it comes to anger, when it comes to lying, when it comes to these little things, you got to fucking take care of them. You are not a normal person. Okay. Now, the consequence for you and I lying is different than it is for a non-alcoholic. 1 p.m. is progress. It depends on how you look at it. Really depends on how you look at it. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to get more done today, probably. Yeah. And I was actually up a little while ago. I've been moseying. Today's a mosey day. I got up and I just said, God, I don't really want to think about anything negative today. Just give me some, I want to focus on some things, get some things done. So, but yeah, mental illness just it's not funny. No, I didn't vote for Joe. I'm not Democrat. I'm not really Republican either. I'm not here to talk politics. My point is fucking stop it, man. Okay. If you are making fun of other people's mental illness, you are making fun of me, and you can fuck off. Some cases I don't mind making an amends later. Let's get to the more positive portion of this. Hey, people got to know that you're dangerous, but you can pull it back. Yeah. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. Today we're talking about the 20 unspoken rules, which it was actually 20 unspoken rules for men, but this actually applies. A lot of this applies to recovery. So we're going to take what we can and we're going to leave the rest. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Now, it's kind of neat because when we start to read other things, you'll notice that AA is in a lot of other things. Now, this isn't really coincidental. Was it stolen? No. It's because people of faith have courage. And it's the way it's always been for thousands and thousands of years. Okay. Okay. Now, these little indicators that we used to get when we were young are ways, these are like nonverbal ways to show respect to other people. Okay. Now, it's hard to hand out trust. In fact, when it comes to trust, I trust you're human. That's as far as I go. I don't go any further than that. Why would I need to go any further than that? I trust you're human and I love you for who you are. I don't need, okay? There's different levels of trust for different things, but never shake a hand while sitting down. No, I've always stood up. You always stand up when shaking a hand, okay? What are you doing? You're meeting them where they're at. Yeah. Now, if you're both sitting down, it's probably okay. Standing up shows respect and engagement, signifies you value the person. Protect who is behind you and respect who is beside you. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Right? This is what we call a herd mentality. Okay? Get yourself in the herd. The emphasis, loyalty, and honor. Protecting those behind you means safeguarding your family, friends, and teammates. Respecting those beside you signifies recognizing equality and the value of your peers. Yeah. What does that mean? It means don't talk shit about other people when they're not around. Yeah. I tell you now, if anybody comes to me and talks or it says something wrong about either one of you, they're going to find a Dion they wish they wouldn't have fucking met. Yeah. Remember I was in the beginning when I was talking about mental illness? That's the Dion you'll get. I will remove all my feelings and I will just tear into you. I don't mean to, but I'm going to educate you, motherfucker. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to make it hard. I'm going to make it tough. Why? Because then you're going to remember it. And I know this. See, I'm going to make it affect you because when it hurts you, it matters. Okay? I have to be careful of these things. Never insult the cook. Never insult the cook. Okay? Now, as a person, this doesn't mean don't put down the food, essentially. It says showing gratitude and respect, hospitality. When you're in somebody else's house, you follow their rules. This is important for us. It means that we can adapt. Okay. We are the people that need to change in order for someone else to be helped. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Well, you just found out you can change more than you thought you could. Now that you are a healed, recovered alcoholic, you have a lot of power. Okay. It's not your power. That's the difference. It's not your power. It's your higher power's power, which makes the will correct. Right? Showing respect in other people's houses. Yes. Compliment the house. Wash your damn hands. Use the appropriate towel. If you make a mess in the sink, you get some toilet paper and you clean it up. That's what I was taught. I always do that. If I make a mess in somebody else's bathroom and they have cleaned it, I clean up after myself. I even do that in public, or I do it at the church anyway. Okay. Okay. Don't put down the cook. Okay. Now, let's kind of take it for what it is, too. It says never insult the cooking when you are a guest. I'm a very picky eater. Sometimes I go to dinner and there's nothing there that I will eat. And that can sometimes be kind of tough because I have to say Because here's the thing, when it comes to my eating, I don't expect other people to appease me. I don't. Oh, you didn't make anything for me. Well, I'm a really picky eater, so good luck on that. Never eat the last piece of something you didn't buy. Yeah. So I drink Coke, and the rule is don't take the last one. Okay. I have cookies. I have a lot of things. I have 5 grandkids and a lot of nieces. Okay. The rule is you do not take the last one. Okay. Not because I want it. I'm teaching them something. This rule underscores courtesy and consideration for others. It demonstrates awareness, respect for shared resources. It also shows that you can have delayed gratification. It also shows that you're not a selfish little fuck, man. That you understand that without the whole, you cannot have the individual. Never make the first offer in a negotiation. Don't worry about that one. Don't take credit for work you didn't do. This happens to me all the time. People taking credit for stuff I've done. Well, you know what? No, they take my idea, they pervert it, and then they take credit for it. So it's not really mine, right? This is integrity, man. When somebody else has put forth the effort, I make a big fucking deal. Almost to the point where it might be uncomfortable. Because I want you to know. The guy doing the calming stuff, right? I was talking to my sponsor about it, and I said I'm jealous, man, because he's doing something I want to do, and he's being successful. I still want what's best for him. Don't get me wrong, I love the dude. And he's like, "No, you're envious." I'm like, "Dick, right?" He's being successful. I want to be a part of it. I am. I'm envious. He's like, "You're not jealous because that means you don't like him, but you are envious." And I appreciate that because it's using the right words. That's what I'm about. Okay. We're only at 6 out of 20 here, so I should get moving along. Take the blame and credit when due. This is big for us. Okay. Owning up to mistakes and recognizing others' contribution builds respect and trust. It shows maturity and leadership. Okay. I'll give an example because I'm Mr. Example. Maybe that should just be my name, Mr. Example. Yesterday. So the AC has been a contention around here, but it's not us. It's the stupid fucking Nest, right? So the other night I get home and the AC set to 70, which is not what we agreed on by 8 degrees, 78, right? I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Maybe the grandson, blah, blah. Anyway, it happened a second time. And then my son got home last night, it cranks on the AC, and I get a little mad. And I go in there and I say, "Hey, can we just open some windows and put some fans in here?" And I turn off the AC. I went outside. I heard him get a little mad, and I thought to myself, Dion, you did that the wrong way. That wasn't the best way to do that. So I'm going to give him a couple minutes, and I'm going to go back in there and tell him, "Hey, I did that wrong." So I went back after my cigarette, and I'm like, "Hey, I did not mean to come across that way." And he's like, "Yeah, I was frustrated too." And we talked about it, and it turns out that the Nest is scheduling it for us, putting it at 70 degrees at midnight. What does this sound like? This sounds like Excel trying to make more money. That's what it fucking sounds like to me. See, convenience equals control. They have control over my fucking, and it drives me nuts. Okay. We talked for another 15 minutes, but we didn't talk about the AC. We talked about anger. And he started to say, you're like the only person that seems to understand what I'm talking about with my anger. I'm like, that's because I am you, right? So because I did that, we had a great fucking conversation. So admit when you're wrong, man. It can heal some things. It can, and my son did not need to be treated like that, especially by his dad. He just went through a bunch of shit. And man, what I did could have just set him off. Okay. And I have to think of those things. Sure, I was a little flustered and frustrated, but that doesn't mean it's okay for me to take it out on someone else, period. If you're not invited, don't ask to go. This one's hard. I'm not even going to go. Okay. If you're not invited, don't ask to go. Respecting boundaries and invitations is key to maintaining good social etiquette. It avoids awkward situation and respects the host's intentions. I know it might hurt. I know. I don't get invited anywhere. I'm like a major speaker and stuff, and nobody asks me to speak of their sober livings or da 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 da's. Because if I do, I wouldn't be respecting the host's intentions. Because the host's intention is to rip people off, and if I'm there, that's not going to happen. Always aim for the head. Headshots only. Yeah. This is not what we think it is. This metaphorical rule can apply to many scenarios, implying that you should strive for excellence and precision in your efforts. What does it mean? Take a little bit of time. Take a little bit of time before you do something. Don't beg for a relationship. This happens a lot in recovery. You want to know what the number one way to close a deal is? The takeaway, especially in recovery. Now, that's a closing method. It's called the takeaway. You know what? I'm not sure you really need this. I'm gonna go ahead and take it away. It's all right. You don't need it. You're saying, okay. Don't beg for a relationship. Those aren't your people. All right. I could do better at this. Dress well no matter the occasion. Good grooming and dressing appropriately shows respect for yourself and others. It also boosts confidence and makes a positive impression. I wear a lot of t-shirts and shorts, right? But when I put on a good shirt, everybody says something. I always used to dress that way, actually. Before that, I was all about flannels. I had like 50 flannels. Now I'll go back to flannels. Okay. But that is kind of, it's kind of an old one, but it does work. Always carry cash. Yeah, good luck on that. Listen, nod, and most of all, make eye contact. I think this is really important for Zoom meetings. I see a lot of heads. I When it comes to Zoom meetings, I see the top of a lot of heads. I don't see them looking at the camera. Is what I don't see. Usually they're looking down at their phone or on their computer and they're looking down at their phone. I go to meetings on my phone and then I'm distracted by my computer. So sometimes I have to sometimes I have to turn my monitor off. Yeah, I do the same thing. So when you're talking with someone and they do, and you're talking and they keep, it, oh, what do you think's happening? They're not listening to you, are they? Because they want to say something. Okay. So this is how you let people know that you're listening. Nod, make eye contact. Okay. Active listening, nonverbal engagement are crucial for effective communication. This is shit they used to teach us. I don't know why they don't teach it really. Do they teach this stuff anymore in school and shit? They used to. They show you that you value and are attentive to the speaker. You know, again, the AA meeting, even in regular AA meetings, you know, I saw a lot of people on their fucking phones yesterday in the meeting, which I don't get. I don't get why. And then they spoke, and it wasn't even on topic. Gee, okay. Now I still listen to them because I know that God talks through his people, and I'm always searching for answers. They didn't have any. They didn't have any. All I heard was that humility really, really works. I guess I did get something. Showing restraint in expressing anger no matter what. Big one for us. We're at 14, by the way. Okay. And we're going to skip one because I think there's one about alcohol. All right. Show restraint in expressing anger. Isn't this us? Okay. Being angry is a waste of energy. Managing anger is a vital for maintaining composure and making rational decisions. It prevents regrettable actions and fosters a more positive environment. All right. Whether it's dinner, drinks, or both, avoid placing your phone on the dinner table. Yep. When I eat at my mom's, when we're getting ready to eat at my mom's, phones go in the basket. Phones go in the basket. Okay. And we talk. Our heads are up. We're face to face. There's no point in your head being down. Okay. And honestly, it's not much different from a meeting. Actually, it says right here, never pose with alcohol. Maintaining a responsible image. In other words, it's saying don't take pictures with alcohol in them. So I was wrong. All I saw was alcohol, so I figured it would be bad. There's my cart before the horse. See, that's alcoholic thinking. That's going to be bad because it's alcohol. And they're saying don't pose with it. Your image is more important than the alcohol. It is. There we are. Do we care what people think of us? Yes, we do. Okay. Should we let it affect us on a whole? No, we shouldn't. Proper grammar will get you far in life. Leave the foul language for the less educated. You know what? Fuck you. It's true, though. It is true. Swearing kind of makes you look a little immature. It does. Okay. Um, I have tried to quit swearing, not very hard. Um, I don't swear as much as I used to, but I still swear, you know. But they're right here. You know where I avoid swearing is like when I'm talking to professionals, I don't swear. Okay. Now, if I get heated or we start to get in a passion, it might come out because I use swear words for emphasis. I don't necessarily use them for swearing. I use them for emphasis. So, but no, ask more than you answer. So ask questions. Showing interest in others by asking questions fosters better relationships and understanding. It also demonstrates humility and a willingness to learn. My older brother is really good at that. I suck at it. Kinda. Unless you're an alcoholic, then I'm really good at it. But I don't know how to have friends. I don't know how to have conversations about the weather. I like to have meaningful conversations. It's who I am. But I've gotten better at just talking. Just talk about whatever. I've tried to get better at that. You can tell a great deal about a person by their handshake, so make yours strong and firm. A firm handshake conveys confidence and sincerity. It is often the first impression you make, so it's important to get it right. Not kidding. I shake your hand and you give me a weak handshake. I'm It tells me I can't rely on you. What you just said is, don't ask me to help you move. Don't ask me to help you do anything because I'm weak. That's what a bad handshake tells me. And I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time it's true. It's true. Somebody gives you a weak handshake, they're probably more meek. Okay. Doesn't mean they're bad, wrong, anything like that. But you get, a firm handshake is going to tell you, I've got some more confidence in me. I'm a person that kind of knows what they're doing. Okay. Speak honestly. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Since I brought on this fourth cat, it's been kind of hellion down here. I like him though. He's an awesome cat. So honesty builds trust and integrity. It involves being truthful and consistent, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Speaking honestly also means balancing truth with empathy and tact, ensuring that your words are respectful and considerate. Yeah. You know, considering we're growing up, we're pretty much taught to fucking lie all the time. We're taught that. Um, Come into a world where you speak honestly. Um, you're gonna lose people. You will lose people in that. But here's the thing: it's about pruning. How can you grow if you don't start to prune? Um, I wish it was different, but not everybody that comes into your life is your friend. In fact, I found most of them just need something and then they go on their merry way, which is fine. That's how it should be, right? But, and this is why, when it comes to trust, I trust that you're human because every now and then we're going to make a mistake. But when it comes to lying, lying is not a mistake. I may have done it because it's an old habit. Absolutely. It came out so quick because it was an old habit. But if I correct that error and say, oh, you know what, that wasn't right. I do it right away. It's not going to make a bit of difference to that other person, right? Kind of like yesterday, I wasn't going to tell you that I just gotten up until Amber told on me. Not like everybody didn't know. It's not hard. I hadn't gone live all day, so and we all know that the first thing I do when I get after I get up is the live. So, all right. What does that tell me? It tells me that you know what's going on with me. And I think that's pretty cool. I do. I appreciate that shit because I can get pretty fucking lonely with what I do sometimes. I can, man. All right. It's going to be it for today. So I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a day.